Hi, bluebirds. Okay, so don't mind me. I am recording from my best friend's iPad. I'm currently at my best friend's house. This is what, day three? Day three, day two. Okay, so I was supposed to be doing Vlogmas, right? So something's going on with my phone. It won't let me record, it won't let me download anything of the case may have you. So I'm gonna have three vlogs 2 days late, two of them, but neither here nor there. So I've never done Vlogmas, right? I'm gonna attempt to try to do Vlogmas. Keyword is attempt to try and record something every day for you guys. Whether it's Christmas content, just regular content, try-ons, you-alls, I'm gonna try to do something, okay? So, being that this is day one, delayed day one, guys are gonna watch it anyway. It's okay. So, I figure for day one, I would just do a quick little story time on why Christmas is my favorite holiday. So, the lighting. What is happening here, people? What is happening? Okay. Maybe I'll go this way. Hold on, guys. Okay. Much better. I'm visible. Okay. So, why I like Christmas. Why Christmas is my favorite holiday. Well, let me just say this. It's because it's my mommy's favorite holiday. It was my mother's favorite holiday. Every year, from the time that I could actually process my own memory, she always did it up for Christmas. And she didn't really buy decorations. She would make her own. So she knew how to do the snow. She knew how to cut the snowflakes. She knew how to do the snowmen. She knew how to do the gingerbread. You know, the little gingerbread ones. Like, she knew how to do all of that. So I mean, she bought decorations, but a lot of it was like DIY stuff. So that's probably what gave. Well, not that's probably. That's what gave me the love of doing DIY decorations. Like, I've said it millions of times to my friends. Like, when I get married, my wedding is basically going to be like DIY. I don't want to spend like hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know, renting chairs, this, that, and the third. Like, most of my wedding is going to be DIY. The decorations, the bouquets, all that stuff. So my wedding is going to be fairly cheap, but extravagant looking at the same time. Watch. Putting it out there, manifesting it in Jesus' name. Amen. But to go back to the Christmas. So, my mom was sick most of my life, right? But she always made a point to make sure that she was in good spirits for Christmas. So, Christmas, she would always, I can remember, like, literally, like, the beginning of November, not even after Thanksgiving, like, dead ass, like, the first, second week of November. She would decorate the apartment. She would have Christmas music playing. I remember this one memory. I think one of my favorite Christmas memories I have probably is I was in middle school. My little brother was in elementary school, right? And I was coming home from school. He got home before I did. Once I got to middle school. So he got home before I did, right? So, you know, fiddling around, playing with my friends and stuff. You know how it is when you walking home from school. You know, teasing the boys, messing with the boys, this, that, and the third. You know, just regular. This is when global warming was not as bad, y'all. So, yes, we actually did have a little bit of snow on the ground the second week of November. So, it actually was snow on the ground a little bit, right? So I remember I was coming home. It was a regular day for me. I wasn't thinking nothing of it. This is why I say God rest her soul. I miss her so much because she knew how to put smiles on our faces with just the simplest of gestures, right? She didn't say nothing to me and my brother. She never mentioned it, never gave it a fathom of a thought, right? When we left that morning, the house was normal. The house was normal. I kid you not. Told my friends bye, walked to my apartment, opened the door. When I tell you, the whole living room was like lit up. There was string lights like that traced the ceiling all the way, like all through the apartment, like through the living room, the kitchen, the bathroom, our bedroom. I was like, oh my gosh. Like there was tinsel. Tinsel is like the little stringy stuff that you see put on the trees and stuff like that. Tinsel was put on the ceiling, like she glued it or like tacked it to the ceiling. It was snowflakes on the ceiling, like she had like it was like snowflakes dangling. It was like Christmas ornaments dangling. It was the coolest. Oh my gosh. And Christmas music was playing. And when I tell you, when I opened the door and for like a good minute and 30 seconds, I promise you, I was just standing at the door and I was like, bruh, what? Like, this is too cool. This is so cool. That whole day, she said she literally started as soon as we left for school. Now, mind you, went to school in the DMV. I live in the DMV, remind y'all. So, my school started at, what was it, 8:45? 8:45, 9 o'clock, something like that. I went to Jackson. All my people who went to Jackson, hey, Andrew Jackson. Let me specify so y'all. Hey, all my people who went to Andrew Jackson. So my brother, he got off before I did. So I think school let off for them, what was it, 2:45? Like 2:45, I believe. And I let out at 3:15. Not that long after he did, like 30 minutes after he did, right? So you trying to tell me for 8 hours you was cutting decorate? I was like, did you do any of this last night? She was like, nope. She didn't cut. She didn't. No, take it back. Take it back. I do remember asking her that. That's not what she said. What she said was, while we were sleeping, she was cutting the decorations and stuff, and she just put them away to where we didn't see it. But she finished up cutting up some more after we had left, and then the whole day she was literally just putting up decorations. So I say all that to say, like, the little gestures, the little stuff like that just means so much to me. And she literally would do stuff like that every year up until when she got really sick. And the year before she passed, just in case nobody is aware, I've talked about it a few times on my channel, but just in case I have new people here who nobody's aware of, my mom passed December 14th, 2014. So next Saturday actually will be a whole decade since I lost my mother. So yeah, she passed exactly 10 days before Christmas, which is irony in itself because Christmas was her favorite holiday, and she always said she wanted to pass. She didn't want to pass near a holiday. She wanted to pass either before it or after it. And again, we don't know when our time is. We don't know what the day, what the hour, how it's going to happen or anything. But she always used to say she wanted to pass either after or before a holiday because she never wants us to be sad during the holiday season. So God obliged her. He obliged her. So she passed 10 days before Christmas. So this time of year is really rough for me. But I have little moments like that just always makes me smile. Always puts a smile on my face. So I'm going to make a point this year to really like try and get in the holiday spirit. Because I'm not going to hold y'all. Since she's passed, I haven't really been in a festive mood during holiday season. Which of course, I mean, the person who gave me life died before, like, come on now. And then right before her favorite holiday, her own self. So, and then on top of that, I'm not going to say to add insult to injury, but just to make it even more, I lost my big brother, which will be 2 years on December 13th. Right. So My brother and my mother have a day apart of their transition to glory. So this time of year is very, very, very rough for me, especially within the last 2 years, because I lost my brother last year. So this year will make it 2 years. So this time of year is very rough for me. But I have such a ton of wonderful Christmas memories in general with my mother. But because Christmas, like I said, was her favorite holiday, I have a ton of wonderful, beautiful memories. Like I could say with confidence, not to be cocky, not to be braggy or anything like that, but we were extremely beyond blessed to have the woman that we did as our mother. Like I can't ever recall having a bad Christmas. Even the Christmases in the later years, like in our teen years, when we didn't get anything, because it wasn't always. When we were little, we had humongous Christmases. Like when I say the tree was riddled with presents, like half the living room was like covered in presents. Most of our younger years, we had Christmases like that. But towards the teen years is when, life be life in adulthood. Stuff you don't realize until you get older yourself and you realize. And I remember some Christmases we only got a little bit. Some Christmases we only got one gift. And then there were some Christmases we didn't get anything. But what I appreciate, what I thank God for all the time, what I appreciate is my mom and my grandmother instilled in us what the real meaning of Christmas is. It's not about the gifts. It's not about the Black Friday deals, the Cyber Mondays, as that's something fairly new in society now. But it's not about the gifts. It's not about the Christmas dinner. It's not about none of that. It's literally about being with your loved ones and celebrating the birth of Christ. Now I know in the community, in the Christian community, it's always the debate, wasn't born in December, January, this, that, and the third. Okay. I'm not the type of Christian to sit there and do all that back and forth, da 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 da. You read your word, get yourself right with Christ, so when he comes back, you could go to him. Just get your life right with Christ and get yourself together. I've never been one of those like pounding the factuals, this, that, and the third down the throat. So for us, okay, just how my household is. December. It's December. Whether it is or whether it isn't, that's not the case. That's not the point. The point is just celebrating his birth. The point is just celebrating his birth. That's how I look at it, okay? That's just me. So please don't be in my comments with a whole monologue and a whole dissertation and all of that. It's no disrespect. I am a follower of Christ just like anybody else who happens to follow my page. That's just me. That's just my $1.98, okay? So I don't need your extra too. But they taught us the important what Christmas really means. So for me, even now at 30 years old, I don't get gifts really. I get a gift card here and there, which is fine. But for me, it's about being with your loved ones, being around people that genuinely love you, and share the love and share the devotion and share the communion, like the actual meaning of it. It's so much more than just gifts. So it's like I don't even care if I get gifts. I really don't. But because I'm a gift giver, because that's just how my mom was with us. So it's innately in me to give gifts during the holiday. Even if I don't get something back in return, which I have learned to kind of like wean off of. I'm not saying I'm one of those, if you don't get me a gift, I'm not going to get you a gift. But I am one of those type of people where it's like, I don't make that much money with my job, right? I don't. So if I take time out of my paycheck to get you something decent when I know I could have put that money towards a bill or put it towards essentials and necessities and just, my own personal day-to-day livelihood. If I took time out of my paycheck, took money out of my paycheck to put a smile on your face and do something that nice for you, and you can't even be decent enough to give something back in return, knowing, I'm not going to say I'm broke because I'm not broke. I'm not going to say I'm struggling because I'm not struggling. I'm very blessed. But I'm just saying, you guys get what I'm saying. Like, if I take money out of my hard-earned paycheck to put a smile on your face, and you can't even do something as simple as a thank you, or hell, even a gift. Like I said, you don't have to give me a physical gift. I'm the gift card queen. Visa gift cards, food gift cards, because everybody knows I'm a foodie. So, Fashion Nova card, Shein card, look, give me a gift card and I'll go buy my own. I'm perfectly fine. But I'm just saying, it's innately in me to be a gift giver because of how my mom was with me and my brother growing up. So, Christmas for me is just, I love looking at the Christmas specials. I love seeing the smiles on people's faces. I love just the laughter. And it's something about this time of year. With everything going on in the world, there are still, regardless of what people say, there are still some very beautiful human beings in the world still. There really are. So it just always puts a smile on my face during this time of year when everybody's so happy, everybody's joyful, the little kids taking pictures with Santa, this, that, and the other. It just does something to me internally. And like I said, because I have the beautiful memories that my mom had with so many Christmases with us, it just pours over to the point where, like, when I get married, when I have kids, I'll be a whole Black Martha Stewart. The house is going to be did all the way up, head to toe. I ain't doing all the lights and stuff outside the house because I know them light bills be looking come January 1st when y'all got to pay them bills for this. But no, so I literally, like, when I get my spot, right, I want a tree in every house. I mean, not in every house, but like in every room. I want a little tree in my bedroom. I want a little mini tree in the bathroom. Of course, there's a tree in the living room. Like, I'm gonna have tinsel and stuff in the kitchen. Like, I'm one of those, like, when I get my spot, Christmas is going to look like a whole elf village in my spot. It's so, but yeah. Now I don't really cry anymore. I mean, I still shed tears because, of course, I miss her. That was my mom. That's my mama. It's the lady who gave me life, bro. Come on now. But I shed tears from time to time, but I have far more beautiful memories, Christmas memories, than I do bad ones. Like I said, not to be boastful or bragful, but I can't ever recall having a bad Christmas. Even the Christmases when we didn't get anything. Like, I remember one particular Christmas, this was a Christmas we didn't get gifts, right? We didn't have any, she had no money, we didn't get any gifts this year, right? So I remember Christmas decorations and everything was up. She had enough money. We had a nice little small little Christmas dinner. It wasn't anything too big, but it was just enough, you know. We had a little Christmas dinner, and we had like the DVD collection set, like the whole series of the Flintstones, right? She was big on nostalgia. Like, she always, like, I kid you not, the whole reason that I know anything about old TV shows back in the day, old movies like Abbott and Costello, Shirley Temple, Beverly Hillbillies, I know all of this stuff solely because of her. So yeah, I get joked as being called an old soul all the time, but I don't care. Like, so, but I remember she had made a little Christmas dinner, and we just sat up the night just watching the Flintstones, me, her, and my brother, and we were just cracking up. And I remember, this is my last Christmas memory, and then I'm gonna finish. So, and then my last Christmas memory actually is the very last Christmas we had with her, actually. So, the very last Christmas we had when she was still with us, 2013, because she passed the following year. She was in the hospital, I want to say around October. She was in the hospital for like 2 months, literally. Like, she wasn't even home for Thanksgiving. Like, I made Thanksgiving dinner. Me and my brother caught the bus 2.5 hours just to get up there so she wouldn't be by herself for Thanksgiving. Spent Thanksgiving with her in the hospital. Had to leave early, of course, because everything stops running after a certain time. But spent Thanksgiving in the hospital with her. So the following month, December, going up there to visit, and we found out that she was getting discharged, and she was getting discharged like a week before Christmas. Actually, like a few days before Christmas. I kid you not, like a few days before Christmas. So she had given us her cards. Like, she given us her debit cards and all of that stuff. She wanted us to go get some decorations and stuff. And we're like, Mom, you can't move around. Now, mind you, my mama, God rest her soul, she had glaucoma. She had lymphedema, edema, something that causes the body to like swell like profusely. So she was kind of like wheelchair bound. She could not move unless she was in a wheelchair. A bunch of stuff. I'll get into greater detail in another video, but just to give you the synopsis, she was not up to par, right? So she wanted us to get decorations and decorate the little apartment that we had at the time. So I was like, all right. So mind you, me and my brother don't like running all these errands, but it's our mother. We're not going to say no, right? Not going to say no. So I remember vividly, we was on the bus headed to Target, and we trying to figure out what to get, because we don't need no humongous tree. So we would just find little, and this is where the creativity kicked in for us, because we was literally trying to find little in and out stuff to like do something with. It wasn't a lot, but we was trying to do something. So we got this cute little like 4.5 foot tree. We bought some blue and gold Christmas ornaments, because I was thinking like blue and gold, because blue is her favorite color, hence my content creator name, the last name is Blue. So yeah, man, so we got a 4.5 foot tree. We had blue and gold ornaments. The thing was blue and gold, so all the decorations was like blue and gold with like a hint of silver in there, right? So we get home, when we decorating, we went and bought construction paper and markers and all this stuff, and I'm teaching him how to cut, because he don't know how, he never knew how to make the snowflakes, right? That was just something only I knew how to do. So I'm over here showing him how to cut the snowflakes and this, that, and the third, and we spent half the night acting like an old married couple, because we was arguing where to put this at, where to put that at, do this here, do that there. Like, we literally argued for like half an hour, like an old married couple. Like, we were beyond irritated. It was so funny, y'all. It was so funny. But so she came home, I want to say 2 days before Christmas Eve, right? And my grandmother ended up coming for Christmas as well too. So she ended up stopping by the apartment. And when I say it was the best Christmas out of all the Christmas, we was watching the specials, we was laughing, joking, and Christmas morning comes and we start getting ready to do dinner. I had made us breakfast. I made everybody breakfast, and she said she had something for me and my brother. So we looking at her, and we're like, "What you mean you got something for us?" So little to our unknowledge, us not knowing, she was in cahoots with my uncle, her brother, and she was giving him money to get us gifts. At least one gift. We only had one gift that year, this very last Christmas with her. But she said it was something that you guys always wanted, but I never could afford to give you, so Merry Christmas. And it's something about that just, like I said, for that to be our last Christmas with her, and it was a gift that we all, like, I'm not going to get emotional. It was an iPad for me. We didn't grow up with a lot of electronics. We didn't have computers, we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have that growing up. So my very last Christmas gift from her was with something I always wanted, which was an iPad. And my brother got his laptop finally. And these were gifts that we always had on our list every year. Even though we knew we probably wouldn't get it, but it didn't hurt to put it down because you never know. So just the fact that our very last Christmas with her, the very, very last Christmas with her, and we finally got the gift that we always wanted. It's just something about the significance of that, for me anyway, because it's like, God has a very interesting way of, when you get older and you start to put the stuff in perspective. Because it's like, for that to be our last Christmas, and she got to give us the very thing that she always wanted to give us, but she couldn't afford to get it. Something about that it's hard to explain in words, but hopefully y'all understand. But I say all of this to say, this is why Christmas is my favorite holiday. Just the sacrifices that she did, even all the way up until the end with her not having any money. The sacrifices that she gave, the sacrifices that she did for us, just to put a smile on our face. And it just, his love, like, the sacrifice that he gave of giving his life for us is so much deeper than just the presents and stuff like that. So that's why Christmas is my favorite holiday. But I'm going to stop the video now because it's getting dark and I could not find the light in this damn apartment of his. So, but I want you guys to have a very beautiful, blessed holiday season. I want y'all to love on your loved ones because you never know when the last time you see somebody is going to be the last time. And time in this earthly realm is dwindling down. It really is. If you know, you know. Like, time on this earthly realm is dwindling down. So, love on your loved ones. Be there. Hug them, kiss them, laugh with them, make memories, all of that. Life, I don't regret nothing of what happened with me and my mother. Like, I don't regret nothing. Am I sad that she's no longer here? No. But, I mean, yeah, I am sad that she's no longer here, but the amount of memories, the beautiful amount of memories that I have is just so much. I have a plethora of stories to tell my future kids, and I can't wait to tell them how beautiful and how amazing of a spirit she was. Like, I can't wait to share these stories with them. I can't wait. So, all right, Bluebirds, that's it for now. I'm going to try to do this Vlogmas, but okay. All right. Toodles.